What's up, everybody? This is your man Big Stow, and we are here today to do the first video review that I've ever done, and the first official review of the new year. Three has it, Dirt, Scribbling Idiots, Tunnel Rats come together for three. Um, I've listened to the record 6 times over already, and I just keep playing it again and again. It's been on repeat. So I just thought I'd go in, talk about it a little bit, and let you guys know exactly what's going on. Um, You can download the album for free at humblebeast.com. They offered it for free. I got the pre-order, still waiting for that to come in, but hey, in the meantime, like I said, you can download it for free. Let's just jump in here. Right off the bat, like the duo Three Has It and Dirt just snag you right away with the intro. Everything from like the video game samples to just the overall boom bap sound. And Three Has It on this song, at least, expresses the meaning of three from it being a childhood name, from biblical references, all types of things like that. And I guess before I even get into the meat of the CD, when I first heard that Three Has and Dirt would be working together, which was a while back, um, I thought that it was just going to be like a lyrical explosion of Three Has It, just like it would be what the previous Lord Fires were, with some really nice guests and some beats from Dirt that we've heard on stuff like Tunnel Vision and just any of his projects. All that, none of that happened, and it turned out to be a good thing. Theory has it stepped back and did something completely different that I don't think any of us saw coming when we heard that these two would be working together. This is a more personal Theory has it. Think of tracks like I Just Want to Go Home, um, you know, uh, Nobody Say from the first Lord Fire, his verse on that, um, and just tracks like that where Theory has it just like lays everything out on the table from his past and stuff like that, and it's all over really dope production. And but then at the same time, take it a step further and raise the bar even higher. Theory has it doesn't hold back on this record. We get a more introspective Theory has it, who is reflecting on his growth as a person, spiritually. He talks about his flaws. He talks about how he's still, even at this point in his life, he struggles with you know um, doing the Lord's will, just like we all do. And it's all over really nice production from Dirt. And the only guests that are on there are vocalists. We get B. Reef, Melanie Rutherford, um, Colette Chantel, um, if I'm correct, oh, Donovan Luke Henry, can't forget about him. And then we get a poem from Propaganda at the end of one of the tracks. So, it's a different Has It record. We haven't heard anything like this from Theory Has It. And I don't know if we'll hear something like this from him again, but we'll see. Um, like I said, the whole joint starts off with the intro, and it's the boom bap sound, and all this, and then we move forward, and like I said, we start to see Three Has It do some introspection, some storytelling, and that's really what the record is. It's reflection, introspection, storytelling. Sounds simple, but it's not. It's just so much. It's so much more complex than even I can express in this review. Um, I think my favorite joint off the album starting off was What Lies Beneath by Melanie Rutherford. She's featured on the track as a vocalist, and Theory has it. It just goes in and just talks about how you know, while we try our best to walk in Christ, it's really hard to do that because of Satan, the father of lies, and stuff like that. Um, and some people, at least from a production standpoint, said that it was a little more that the album is kind of poppy. And to be honest, I don't really see that. Like I do a little bit, just a little bit. But with the vocalists that are on the track and just still the way that Theory's flow goes and stuff like that, I really don't see the real pop essence of the record. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it's really nice to see that there are joints that you could hear on the radio, but it's not. I don't think it's really a pop record. Um, Another one of my favorite tracks on the album was "I Need You More Than Ever." When Thr3e did like a little behind the scenes thing, if you will, where he was recording at the Humble Beast office, and this was the song that he was recording, and it's the whole idea of it's a story that Thr3e tells between a, I'm assuming little girl, I could be wrong, whose father is stepping out of the picture, and all the things behind that, and with somebody who has dealt with the whole, I haven't had a father figure in my life and stuff like that. This song really hit me hard. And then you have Propaganda, who comes in later, does a little spoken word piece, and he talks from the perspective of the stepfather of the girl. And that was really interesting because you don't really hear too much about stepfathers stepping up, and I think that's the perspective that Propaganda comes from. So, and that was really nice to see on the record too. Moving forward, and like I said, I honestly don't think that my review of this is gonna do the record justice. It's a really dope record. I think it's a classic. Thr3e and Dert have really set the standard and set the bar really high for 2012, and it's going to be really hard to top a record like this. Um, for lack of a better word, comes after "I Need You More Than Ever," and that I think is really where Thr3e, sets or does the whole introspection thing. He goes through his flaws and more or less tears himself down as an individual just to show that he's not perfect, that he has stuff that he needs to work on. As like I said, as we all do. So that was definitely something good to see on the record, and stuff like that. Distorted Joy was the joint that I was really looking forward to hearing when I heard the samples on iTunes. I held off as long as I could, but I had to listen to them. And Distorted Joy was really one that stood out. And I don't want to say it's another Concealed Sorrow because it's not. It's a completely different song, completely different topic, but it has that I don't know, just it informs the listener on something that we don't hear a lot about. And um, Theory speaks from the perspective of a crack baby, and you know the baby's going through all these things, and he talks about how the baby goes in and out of comas as the mother's smoke crack and stuff like that. And then when it's finally born, it doesn't get to go, in that room with all the other babies. He still has to go through tests and stuff like that. So that was a really nice piece to hear, and I really hope they do a video of that song. So just to wrap up, and like I said, this review is not going to do it justice. Go ahead and peep the written review at bigstove.wordpress.com. Haven't written it yet, but I will. And go download this record. First of all, it's free. There's really no excuse that you shouldn't have it because it's really hard to find classic quality music that is free. This is a classic. This is something that, and this whole collaboration is something that will go down in not just Christian hip hop history, but hip hop history. Thr3e has it easily the best doing it right now. Every record that he everything that he touches turns to gold. His lyrics are on point always. Dert, been in the game a long time, done tracks with Sivion, the Tunnel Rats, Braille, all types of stuff. There's no reason that you should have this record in your collection. So, this is Big Stowe. Make sure you go pick up 3, humblebeast.com, and look forward to the written review at bigstowe.wordpress.com. Peace and God bless.